the role shaping and vocal music analysis of Zijun in the Red Opera Shang Shi. The Red Opera Shang Shi was composed by Shi Guangnan with the libret by Wang Quan and Han Wei to commemorate the centenary of renowned Chinese writer Lu Xun. As the first chamber lyric opera in Chinese opera history, Shi Guangnan represents a broad innovation in national opera, integrating Western symphonic elements with traditional Chinese music ideals. Through stage music, it vividly reenacts the narrative of Lu Xun's original novel, offering a profound reflection on inner struggles of intellectuals. During the May 4th movement, the opera critics the friendly of intellectuals under the oppression of feudal aesthetics and highlights the downward pursuit of love and personal liberation by the May 4th muse, exposing the insatiable contrasts imposed by societal normal and traditional roles. This paper focuses on the female protagonist Zijun, comparing her portrayal in Lu Xun's novel and the opera adaptation. The analysis argues that Zijun should be characterized and both innocent, kind, and courageous. It is also hastened and weakened by incomplete and ideologic in exhibition. Furthermore, this study conducts a detailed music and vocal analysis of three areas: examples of sunset, the wind scent, and a life of misfortune, which reflect Zijun's evolving physiological state. By integrating theoretical research with stage performance, this paper aims to provide a more comprehensive and nuanced interpretation of Zijun's character. The findings offer valuable insights for future performers and scholars, contributing to the understanding and artistic execution of the role in Shang Shi. Introduction. The opera Shang Shi holds a significant place in Chinese operatic history as the first chamber lyric opera, composed by Shi Guangnan and co-written by Wang Quan and Han Wei to commemorate the centenary of Lu Xun. Adapted from Lu Xun's novel of the same name, the opera presents a critique of intellectual struggles during the May 4th movement. By blending Western symphonic techniques with traditional Chinese music elements, the opera not only involved with the realm of Chinese national opera but also deepened the emotional and ideological resonance of the original literary work. In my previous AE research, I conducted a detailed study on the background of Shang Shi, China's first chamber lyric opera, and provided an intellectual exploration of the character Zijun and her psychological make-up. This research laid a foundation for a deeper investigation into the opera musical and dramatic aspect. In this AR section, my focus shifts to a more nuanced analysis of the score and performance, specifically through three representative uh, areas that capture the essence of Zijun's character. These works gems of sunset, the wind sings, and a life of misfortune of lens through which I will explore how Zijun's personal is shaped both musically and dramatically. By closely examining the vocal techniques, musical featuring, and emotional depth required for this performance, this study aims to provide a more comprehensive understanding of Zijun's role and the artistic decision necessary to portray her effectively on stage. Through this analysis, I will examine how the opera score and the performance stages align with a character's journey and offer insighting into the complexities of singing and interpreting Zijun's multifaceted literature review. The study of the Shang Shi opera, particularly the character Zijun, has generated a significant body of research which explores the interconnection between music, character development, and emotional expression within the context of Lu Xun's original literary work. This literature review examines key scores that contribute to the understanding of the musical and vocal treatment of Zijun's character, as well as the historical and cultural implications and embedded in the opera. In a study of modern music terms in China provide an essential foundation for understanding and broader respect of modern Chinese music, highlighting the way in which national identity and social change have shaped musical thought. Feng's work sets the stage for understanding how operatic expression like the Shang Shi reflect China's evolving cultural and social dynamics in the post-revolutionary period. In a history of music in New China, tragic the development of Chinese music from the early 20th century through to its modern form. This work contextualizes the importance of opera as a medium for artistic expression during the Chinese Revolution, specifically examining the fusion of Western and Chinese musical elements, a feature that is prominent in the music of the Shang Shi. This historical context is crucial for appreciating the operatic techniques used to portray Zijun's character in relation to the historical narrative. A significant portion of the literature directly addresses Zijun's vocal portrayal in the opera. Guo in the article Harmonic Analysis and Cultural Interpretation of the Opera, the Shang Shi, offers a detailed cultural and harmonic analysis of the opera. She discusses how the music of the Shang Shi conveys the inner conflicts and emotional turmoil of Zijun, exploring how her character struggles with love and society pressure are reflected musically. Sun and Wang feature explore the musical image and artistic treatment of Zijun's areas. Sun article, the musical image and artistic treatment of Zijun's areas developed into the vocal characteristics and stylistic choices that depict Zijun's vulnerability, juxtaposing the idealistic and tragic aspect of her personality through music themes. Wang built on by analyzing the structure and vocal treatment of the aria. A touch of sunset, a key moment in the opera that illustrates Zijun's emotion depth and for psychological complexity. Shen and Tao focus on the technique aspect of singing and emotional expression in the opera. Shi's analysis of the opera A Life of Misfortune emphasize the vocal techniques used to convey the sorrow and helplessness that characterizes Zijun's journey. Tao's work, a brief analysis of the emotional treatment in singing the song The White is Desolate, complement this by focusing on how emotional subtext is communicate through vocal delivery, helping to deepen the understanding of Zijun's emotion state. Zhao explores the broader structural and narrative elements of the opera, examining how Zijun's character is musically constructed with the context of the opera's story. In his article are the structure, design, and story connotation of the opera The Shang Shi. Zhao invertignates how the music and the libretto work together to enhance the tragic dimensions of the opera, particularly the relation to Zijun's experiences. Zhao's article further delves into the musical expression of Zijun's character, providing a nuanced analysis of the composer's use of thematic motifs to represent her inner conflicts and emotional journey. Yang and Zhao take an academic approach to analyzing Zijun's areas in the Shang Shi, offering a deep dive into both the vocal technique and the emotional analysis required for a performer to accurately depict her character. Young's master's thesis present a thorough analysis of the major areas, providing a clear understanding of the artistic treatment of Zijun's music. Zhao's research, based on Lu Xun's original work, emphasizes how the music of the opera aligns with the philosophical underpinnings of the novel, exploring the tragical inevitability of Zijun's fate. In conclusion, the literature on the Shang Shi opera reveals a rich intersection of musical analysis, emotional expression, and cultural commentary. The studies discussed are often audible insight into the portrayal of Zijun, showing how her character is not only shaped by the narrative but also by the careful music and vocal techniques employed by the composer. This work collectively offer a multiple fit understanding of Zijun's role in the opera, contributing significantly to the broader discourse on Chinese opera and its music and cultural explications. Research questions. How do the musical features in the selected areas reflect the characterization of Zijun in the Shang Shi? This question aims to investigate the way in which the musical element of the three case areas, a stalk of sunset, the wind is black, and the unfortunate life, serve to embody Zijun's emotional and psychological transformation. The focus is on understanding how the composer uses melody, harmony, rhythm, orchestration, and vocal techniques to mold Zijun's character arc from innocence and how to despair and resignation. How should the areas of Zijun be performed to effectively convey her character's emotional depth and psychological complexity? This question focuses on the interpretive and performative aspects of Zijun's areas, exploring how singers can best approach the vocal challenges and the emotional nuances inherent in these pieces. It examines the specific vocal techniques for a phrasing and dynamic choice required to communicate Zijun's reflecting for capturing emotions from moments of figures helped to those of crazy despair. Music and performance analysis of Zijun areas in the opera Shang Shi. Music analysis of A Touch of Sunset. A Touch of Sunset is often referred to as Zijun's romantic arias and is the first aria sung by the feudal protagonist Zijun when she made her debut in the opera. The piece is set in full time and follows the ternary ABA structure. The interwork is well structured with smooth melodies follow and primarily adopt a lyrical style with a moderate tempo. The dynamic range is relatively stable throughout, and the aria plays a key role in shaping Zijun's beautiful image and advancing the plot. From the perspective of mode, tartly and harmonic faction, the main key of the arias is G major. During section B, the key briefly shifts to the closely relaxed key of D major, before returning to G major in the repairs section. However, the brilliance of composer Shi Guangnan's work lays in the seamless fusion of Western compositional techniques with traditional Chinese tonalities. The melodies start in G major and ends in D major, exemplifying Shi's integration of Western and Chinese music elements. The prolate element employs West harmonic techniques with a subtle progression, creating a warm, sweet, and serene atmosphere that paint a beautiful picture of clean and peaceful time. The G major tonic charts haste and Zijun's lively and sunny personality, as well as her yearning for fresh experiences. The opening features two tiered hard notes which create a flowing and expressive melody. The use of dotted rhythms and eighth notes adds a touch of playfulness and liveliness to piece, reflecting Zijun's hopeful anticipation of love and a bright future. The second further phrase of the melody repeats the first phrase, extending the lyrical nature of the piece. The end of the parade leaves some space in the melody, gently guiding Zijun into a state of sweet felicity and happiness as seen in example 1. Section A. The piece left in the part prepares the listener for the warm, romantic them introduced in the first verse. When performing the first verse, singers should focus on controlling the dynamics at the medium thought level. The two verses are complementary, with the first phrase inciting melodical and the second verse desecrating. Although the first seemed to decept and examine landscapes, the also reflecting Zijun's internal learning and excitement for love. The fan two bars introduce self-negation and half-note rhythms, symbolizing Zijun's emotion and in dreams of the beautiful life, converting the shameless and anticipation of youth. The second phrase, looking at the familiar figure outside the window, my heart, oh, my thoughts are tight, shift from romantic sorry image to a more reflective mood, expressing Zijun's concern about the future and her uses over the interferences of field focus. Both fields follow a structure with similar melodic controls. Notably, the first phrase begins and the second phrase ends on the same pitch, highlighting Zijun's fluctuating emotions before returning to a calm state. Although Zijun desires love, she is also concerned about the judgment of her family and society. The eighth notes raised at bar starting vividly captures Zijun's restless and conflicted feelings at this moment, as seen in example 2. Section B. This section consists of two verses. The first verse is made up of two musical sentences from the perspective of pitch. The first phrase being with the high octave, and the last note of the previous phrase, reflecting Zijun's strong desire to break free from the constraints of her feudal family and pursue personal happiness. From the rhythmic perspective, the praise, the fish breaking through the net and swimming towards the sea are symmetrical, shadowing the composer's ingenious design. Although both phrases are structured using 16th note, 8th note, and half note, the symmetrical rhythm created a tension between the phrases while maintaining an emotional connection. Emotionally, the variations and the community in pitch reflect Zijun's unwillingness to be bound by feudal traditional and her determinations to fight for freedom. The bird flying out of the cage toned the close continues the emotional expression of the previous line. Referring Zijun's ritual, the phrase breaking through the cage of the feudal family is highlighted by an eighth note followed by two 16th notes and bar 14, representing Zijun's inner technician. The weak downbeat used hair struggled that her individual influence alone may not be enough to challenge the overhelping influence of feudal ideas. The first thinking free love is repeated twice, emphasizing Zijun's internal persistence and determination. See example 3. Second phrasing. After the first phrase, two chorus notes provide a transition into the climax of the piece. The melody becomes bolder and more fluctuating, and the rhythm frequently used triplet and half note to reflect the protagonist's emotional state. The voice of the girl that cannot be fully expressed combined a wide lip with triplet and large sonic patience, creating a compact and dynamic voice that expresses Zijun's complex emotions. The line are the flower like poetry, the dream like the flower. He is the bright star in my heart. Uses a state 16th note rhythm to this diptych admiration for Juansheng and her desire to enter a free memorial with him. The emotional build-up reach a climax, pursuing Zijun's feeling to peak. See example 4. Section A. This section turns to the thematic melody, recapitulating the A section. The difference is that the piano accompaniment is more filled and the emotional tone is more relaxed. Up close observation, the accompaniment is built from arpeggios in 16th notes that ascend, and the use of slower further emphasis and the lyricism of the piece. In the final 10 bars of the piece, the composer used block chords and solos to create warm and romantic conclusion, leaving the audience with a lingering sense of fantasy. Okay, performance and image construction analysis. In addition, the use of resonating creatives plays a vital role in seeing well proper and utilization of simultaneity chambers positively influences tone qualities and musical expressiveness. For instance, when singing the word E in bar 17, a touch of sunset it is crucial to relax the key and tone, and incorporate this resonance to created a fuller sound composed by breeze. Okay. The music analysis and the performance analysis of the wind is desolate. The wind is desolate marks a turning point in the character of Zijun, where the character takes on a more tragic tone. The piece is highly dramatic, with a free structure and large melodic fluctuations. The defining characteristics of these areas is the use of triplet and the connection of long notes. The piece expresses Zijun's emotions of confusion, helplessness, and deep despair. It consists of an introduction and 3 sections, forming a multi-sectional structure. Okay, now this is performance and image construction analysis. There is example 5. And this example 6. And example 7. Example 8. And this is musical and performance analysis of A Life of Misfortune. The piece A Life of Misfortune is a lamentation of Zijun's tragic fate. Trapped in a dilemma, she ultimately chose death. The intercomposition creates a heavy, sorrowful tone, vividly portraying Zijun's tragic character. The piece is in F minor and follows a ternary from ABA, with the B section structured as a multiple partner form. And in section A, section B, section A, and performance and image construction analysis. And is example 9. It's section B. Section example 10. Example 11. Example 12. Example and in conclusion, music is an art from the expresses the deep-seated emotions of the character. To this day, inflowing emotion into the voice romance remains the highest pursuit of performers, allowing them to internalize a piece, unify their voice with their emotions, and present vivid, authentic characters to the audience. When shaping the tragic figure of Zijun, it is intentional to consider Lu Xun's article of the intellectuals. Incompleted intellectual liberation will also capturing the intercreate and dialectic logical changes of the character in the operatic performance. This ensures that Zijun's portrayal remains faithful to Lu Xun's elaborate creation while seamlessly integrating Shi Guangnan's expressive musical composition, thereby crafting a vivid, multi-dimensional character. The love story between Zijun and Juansheng evolves from the naval pursuit of love to a tragic ending when Zijun is left with a choice but to embrace this. Their love is ultimately crushed by the countries and the oppression of traditional feudal ethics, making Zijun a tragic victim of her time. When performing Zijun's arias, it is crucial not only to convey the weakness and hesitation of intellectuals during the May 4th period, but also to emphasize the emotional depth and the traumatic tension of her internal struggles. In my performance of State of Sunset, The Wind Sings, and A Life of Mystery, I was progressed from intellectual technical challenges to to a more refined interpretations and articulately captures Zijun's logical state and the overall music style. Additionally, I have gained deeper insight into the liberal quality of the opera for future in her enriching my understanding and appreciation of the journey. This process has made me realize the studying opera goes beyond music analysis, and only by allowing emotions to get the voice can a performance truly come to life.